Hi there. I'm going to make a little video about my Howard Gem Series 2 rotavator. This one here, it's probably about 50 years old. It's got a British Junior single cylinder engine, AMAL carburetor, scavenge pump oil recovery system, 20-inch rotavator blades, and 12-inch tires, I think. We go around the different bits of the rotavator. Up here on the front's the engine. It's got a cylinder head, special valve housing head in here. It's a single fin for that, and then the cylinder beneath. Inlet side over here. Carburetor, inline carburetor with a separate float bowl made by AMAL in Birmingham. The main jet's adjusted down here. Spark plug up on top, HT cable. That's got a Y-pack Series A Magneto with an impulse in here for the starter. You'll hear that click at the end. It's got a push to stop on the side here. A little bit of a bumper shield on the front. Then here's the exhaust. This here is the oil pump. It's a solid piece of brass casting that's been machined. The oil comes through this pipe on the petrol tank on top. This end's for petrol, this end's for oil. So oil comes out, there's a stopcock here, comes down through the oil pipe into the engine. Then over here there's a pump on this side, scavenges from below, pumps up through here, along over this side, and forces it up through the oil filter, which is in this tube on the side. Once it comes through the oil filter, which has a cloth membrane lining, it comes up back into the oil tank. It's just a big old split crankcase down here, great big piston, about 1 pint, 600cc size. To get that going, you need a decompressor, so this rod here, following back up this handle here, is a decompressor, and just in here, decompressor lifts the exhaust valve to relieve the compression. That's the exhaust side there. Inside here, you can't really see it now, but there's a fan in here. It's driven by the crank, blows air up in over the cooling head, air-cooled engine. In this part here, it's the clutch. On the end of the fan, there's 6 pins. Drive the clutch friction plate. Clutch friction plate, when it's squeezed, drives everything in the gearbox. So there's your clutch rod here, actuated up by these push rods back up to the clutch handle. This one here doesn't have a reverse gear, so it only goes forward. Got your air filter here. It says clean it once a day, every 5 hours running. You just strip it down, wash it out with diesel, refill it with used engine oil. It's your PTO here, comes down, small sprocket, chain, drives a large sprocket, drives rotavator blades. So here's your gear on off for the PTO, and in here there's a clutch, slip clutch, same as is on the wheels, so if somehow a brick or something gets caught in the rotavator blades, it'll just slip the blade, won't damage everything else. Same, those 4 plates on those 4 bolts on the end of the wheel, that's a clutch of sorts, so tighten them up, squeeze the springs completely on each of the studs, then back it off half a turn, so if you do get a brick or a piece of rock or something caught in, it slips the wheel rather than wrecking your gearbox. So up on the controls, the clutch here, throttle here, driving the carburetor. Over here, got the rotavators off and on. We've got neutral, first, second, and third. We've got this handle here. If you push it in, you can move the steering from side to side. This handle here is to raise and lower the skid on the back. Skid on the back gives you your depth of till. Back up on top, it's petrol. This is oil. When it's running, I'll show you out of that little pipe in there. Return oil will return. Takes a few minutes after starting up for that to happen, but it does. Air hose in, carburetor, and a starter. And you can replace this starter with the second PTO, but on this model it's just a starting handle. So I'll give it a go at starting it up. We've got the fuel turned on, in line, the oil turned on, in line, float bowl, very low on fuel, top that up.